These are the Helen Hills, originally down as Ellen, not far from Symington in South Ayrshire. This is the area where the Helenton Motte and the Helenton Mill were once located. This lane here used to run down to Ladykirk, Underwood, on down to Ayr at one time. But once the mill was closed in the 1870s, the lane ceased to be a through route. This is looking up towards the site of the Helenton Motte and the Helenton Loch. Here's another view of the Helen Hills, and over the crest that can't be seen is an estate that was called Goldrink one time, now named Rosemont. This is the site of the old miller's cottage, now completely vanished. Because across the way here, beside the Motte, and this raised mound here is the old Helenton Motte, was Helenton Mill. We know it was disused in 1875, having a corn mill and a sawmill, was powered by the Powell burn that ran down and joined the sea near Ayr. Helenton Motte at one time was owned by William Wallace of Ellerslie. Not the famous William Wallace, but the same family. That was in the 16th century. And it was probably the barony Justice Hill or Court Hill as well. Once the old mill went out of use, then this road, which had run into an extensive network of lanes, basically became truncated. So the far end is Helentongate Mains. Up the top there is Helentongate Farm. One of its claims to fame is that William Auld, the famous Daddy Auld of Robert Burns's poems, came from there. So he became the minister at Mauchline. The old Helenton Motte would have commanded a good view of the surrounding area. Probably originally a wooden building, maybe later replaced with some stonework, but certainly a very minor fortification and long abandoned. It also overlooked the Loch. In the far distance is Cudham, another important site. The old Motte stood where the beech trees are, and running down this direction towards the field there was a mill pond, and further up there was Helenton Loch. Helenton Loch was there from very early days. Certainly the early maps show it very clearly. And there seems to be a Helenton house, that is some sort of laird's house in this area, although that's completely gone. In fact, there's a Helenton Mains nearby, the Mains usually being a farm related to and helping to provide food for a laird's house, adds to that. Helenton Loch was drained to improve the ground for agriculture. It is recorded in the 19th century that it was used for curling. The farm of Helentongate is just up the way.